Can you remember the exact moment a TV show made you ugly cry? Like, really ugly cry? The kind where you had to pause the episode, grab another box of tissues, and question why you do this to yourself? Well, you're not alone. Today, we're diving into the 20 most devastating, heart-shattering, soul-crushing moments in television history. And trust me, you're gonna need those tissues. Let's start with one that destroyed an entire generation of TV viewers. When Dr. Mark Greene passed away in the ER, it wasn't just losing a character. It was like losing a friend we'd known for years.
The resurrection and the life, said the Lord. Though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die.
This beloved doctor's quiet, peaceful death after battling brain cancer showed us that not all TV deaths need to be dramatic to break our hearts completely. If that one got you misty-eyed, just wait. Our next moment involves a father-son relationship that'll have you reaching for those tissues fast. This scene still gives me chills. When Will's father abandons him yet again and he breaks down asking Uncle Phil, "How come he doesn't want me, man?" We all felt that pain.
How come he don't want me, man?
James Avery and Will Smith delivered one of the most powerful performances in sitcom history. It's proof that sometimes the most important family isn't the one you're born into. It's the one that chooses to love you. From sitcoms to medical dramas. Next up is a death that traumatized an entire generation of Grey's Anatomy fans. And yes, it involves that dress. Grey's Anatomy has given us so many heartbreaking moments, but Denny Duquette's death in Losing My Religion might be the most devastating. After finally getting his heart transplant and proposing to Izzie, Denny died from a stroke caused by a blood clot. The image of Izzie in her pink prom dress, lying next to Denny's body in complete shock, is burned into our memories forever.
Izzie. I think it was a stroke. He was prone to blood clots. A clot could have formed on his sutures.
Even creator Shonda Rhimes admitted she cried while writing this scene and said, "I cried when he died, and we did too." Let's switch gears from human heartbreak to... Wait, can animated shows make us cry? Oh, you're about to find out. This next one is legendary for destroying people. If you can watch this episode without crying, you might not have a heart. In Jurassic Bark, we learn that Fry's loyal dog Seymour waited outside the pizza place for him every single day after Fry was frozen. The flashback, showing Seymour aging and slowly giving up hope, is absolutely traumatizing. It's been called the most cursed and tear-inducing scene in the history of television. Next up is a moment that taught millions of kids about death for the very first time. This one hits different. Here's where things get really emotional. When actor Will Lee passed away in 1982, Sesame Street made the brave decision to address death directly with its young audience. Watching the human characters explain to Big Bird that Mr. Hooper isn't coming back, and seeing Big Bird's innocent confusion, is heartbreaking even decades later.
Big Bird, don't you remember we told you Mr. Hooper died? He's dead.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Well, I'll give it to him when he comes back.
Big Bird, when people die, they don't come back.
This was many children's first lesson about death, and it was handled with such care and honesty. All right, back to the comfort of adult television. Next is a sitcom moment that came out of nowhere and punched us all in the gut. Literally, we did not see this coming. The episode Bad News is brutal. The entire episode has a countdown hidden in the background, but we don't know what it's counting down to. Then, in the final moments, Lily tells Marshall that his father had a heart attack and died. Marshall's response, "I'm not ready for this," delivered by Jason Segel, is absolutely gut-wrenching.
Your father, he had a heart attack. He didn't make it.
My dad said?
This was the first time How I Met Your Mother really showed it could balance comedy with devastating emotional stakes. from unexpected deaths to expected ones that still destroyed us. This next moment from Buffy proved that sometimes real life is scarier than any vampire. In a show full of vampires, demons, and magic, the most powerful episode is about natural death. When Buffy finds her mother Joyce dead from a brain aneurysm, there's no fantasy element, just raw, realistic grief. The scene where Buffy calls 911, the long silences, and the camera just following her around made this episode pure gold.
What are you doing? Mom? Mom. 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 Mom!
911 emergency.
Hello? It's my mom. She's not breathing.
Is she conscious?
No, I can't. She's not breathing.
Okay, I need you to give...
Sarah Michelle Gellar's performance was incredible, showing grief in its most honest, unglamorous form. Let's lighten things up with, just kidding, we're going to the office, but don't worry, it's just Michael leaving. How bad could it be? Spoiler, very bad. Steve Carell's leaving the office was devastating for fans and the cast. The goodbye scenes between Michael and each character are incredibly emotional, with the actors visibly holding back real tears. Carell himself called filming it emotional torture, but also really beautiful. Many fans consider this the last truly great episode of the series, and honestly, they're not wrong. From fictional goodbyes to real ones, our next entry blurs the line between TV and reality in the most heartbreaking way possible. When Corey Monteith tragically passed away in 2013, the Glee cast had to say goodbye to both their co-star and his character Finn Hudson. The episode The Quarterback is one of the saddest episodes of television ever produced. The most painful moment is when Santana sings "If I Die Young" and breaks down in tears. Those were Naya Rivera's real emotions. Tragically, Rivera herself would pass away just a few years later, making this episode even more heartbreaking in retrospect. We need to talk about something serious now. This next moment sparked important conversations about justice and police brutality. Near the end of Season 4, a peaceful protest turns deadly when Pussy Washington is suffocated by a guard in a show of excessive force. Her death hit viewers incredibly hard because Pussy was one of the show's most beloved characters, representing innocence and hope in a harsh environment. This moment sparked important conversations about police brutality and systemic violence. From American drama to British drama, UK shows hit different, and this next death from Skins proved they know exactly how to break our hearts. The British teen drama Skins delivered one of its most heartbreaking moments when fan favorite Chris Miles died unexpectedly. What made it even sadder was that Chris worried he wouldn't be a good father because of his upbringing, but he never got the chance to find out. His death was sudden, unfair, and hit fans particularly hard because Chris represented hope and positivity despite his struggles. Back to the States, and back to a show that mastered mixing comedy with absolute devastation. This next twist ending, chef's kiss of emotional torture. Scrubs knew how to balance comedy with devastating emotion. In My Screw Up, Dr. Cox spends the entire episode talking to his brother-in-law Ben about his health. In the final scene, we realize Cox has been imagining these conversations, and we're actually at Ben's funeral. The reveal with the question, "Where do you think we are?" followed by Cox breaking down is one of the most shocking and emotional moments in TV history.
Happy birthday to my son, who've never even met him before, you know, the whole routine.
Where do you think we are? Your name is...
Sometimes, real life invades TV in the worst way. This next entry shows what happens when a beloved actor passes away and the show has to say goodbye for real. When actor John Ritter tragically died during production, the show had to address his character Paul Hennessy's death as well. The episode where Katie Saigel's character receives the devastating news was particularly hard to watch because the cast was grieving their real-life friend while filming.
Mom? My keys. Where are my keys? Mom! Oh my God.
Down.
Okay. I should go talk to her. I'm gonna... Rory, will you please not keep your shoes on the stairs?
The pain you see on screen was genuine grief, making it almost too much to bear. We're entering the top 7 now, and this next one features a character who became TV's grumpy dad, saying goodbye to his beloved wife. Get those tissues ready. After All in the Family ended, the spin-off Archie Bunker's Place had to address Edith's absence. When Archie finds her slipper and begins talking to her as if she's still there before completely breaking down, it shows a vulnerable side of the usually tough Archie Bunker we'd never seen before.
It wasn't supposed to be like this, you know. I was supposed to be the first one to go.
Carol O'Connor's performance was absolutely heartbreaking. This Is Us made crying a sport, and this next reveal, it was the Super Bowl of tears. If you watch this show, you already know what's coming. This Is Us built up to Jack's death for an entire season, and when it finally happened, it was devastating. The scene where Rebecca learns the truth in the hospital waiting room is so natural and dread-inducing.
Jack.
We watch her realize what's happened in real time, and the pain is unbearable to witness. This show mastered the art of making grown adults sob uncontrollably. From modern drama to a classic sitcom that taught us life lessons, this next goodbye is to one of TV's most beloved teachers. And yes, you will cry. I dare you to watch Mr. Feeney saying goodbye to his empty classroom without crying. After years of being the wise teacher and mentor to Corey and his friends, watching him bid farewell in that empty classroom is both beautiful and heartbreaking.
I will never forget you. You were more of a father to me than my own dad.
He represents every teacher who shaped our lives, making this goodbye feel deeply personal. We're going international again. This British comedy had a scene that perfectly captured the duality of living through conflict. Prepare for emotional whiplash. Derry Girls brilliantly balanced comedy with the harsh reality of the troubles in Northern Ireland. In the season 1 finale, we watch the girls perform at their talent show, dancing joyfully to the Cranberries. But then the scene cuts to their parents watching a news bulletin about a deadly bombing.
What is already being described as one of the worst atrocities of the Northern Irish conflict. At least 12 people are thought to be dead, and many more wounded. Emergency service.
The contrast between innocent joy and devastating tragedy is absolutely gut-wrenching. The Last of Us showed up and said, "We're gonna make you cry in episode 3." And they did. This love story is beautiful and devastating in equal measure. The episode Long, Long Time in The Last of Us gave us one of the most beautiful and heartbreaking love stories in recent TV history. Nick Offerman and Murray Bartlett played Bill and Frank, a couple who found love during the apocalypse. Their decision to leave the world together on their own terms was both deeply sad and somehow beautiful, a reminder of how fragile life is, even in their terrifying world. Period dramas can hurt too, and Downton Abbey proved it with this absolutely devastating death that no one saw coming. Downton Abbey's Sybil Crawley was the kindest sister, which made her death from complications during childbirth absolutely devastating. Watching her husband, Tom's grief, and knowing that baby Sybil would never know her mother was heartbreaking.
Please breathe, love.
Please. She can't breathe.
No. Please.
This moment proved that even in a period drama, death can strike suddenly and unfairly, leaving viewers absolutely destroyed. And we're back to Grey's Anatomy for our #1 spot. The scene where Denny dies while Snow Patrol's Chasing Cars plays has become the most iconic, heartbreaking moment in TV history. I literally cannot hear that song anymore without tearing up.
So I guess I'll be seeing you around, Dr. Stevens.
The combination of Katherine Heigl's raw performance, the devastating storyline, and that haunting music created a moment that defined emotional television. Even people who have never watched Grey's Anatomy know about this scene. Which moment hit you the hardest? Drop a comment below and let me know if you're still not over any of these deaths. And hey, if you enjoyed this emotional journey, smash that like button and subscribe for more content.